What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of
The Inevitable.
I'm gonna pronounce that word correct one. So, you guys, good news. We are in season 2, which is why you see the new seating, trying something new. We got my boy Dre here. You know, came support. Ill. And we got. Oh wait, what?
I thought you was about to say, instead of introducing him, I thought you was about to call me Thriller.
No. And then we got Nakia's back. Y'all might remember her from our last topic. Which one did you do? What was her song? Trust, I don't know. Look in the yeah, you know. But she got a lot of love, and people wanted to see her come back, so she's back. Happy Black History Month, everybody. You know. So I will start by saying this: how honest does a man have to be with a woman on the first date? Because let's be honest, if we tell y'all everything about us on the first date, 9 times out of 10, we ain't gonna get no second date. And y'all don't be telling us everything either. So when you're on the first date, are you like 100% honest with a man, or do you kind of keep shit quiet?
I would say I'm honest, but I can't tell you everything on the first date. Yeah, it's going to take time to open up about things.
No, but like, can you read a person? Can you tell when a man is lying or saying too much? Like,
no, not always.
What about you, Dre?
Well, me personally, I like to keep it real, like, because, you know what I'm saying,
Like,
inevitably, you know, it's going to come out. So it's like, you know, just keep it real right there, 100%.
What's in the dark comes into the light.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All the time.
But are you gonna give him your full life story on the first date though?
No, because, you know, you like to keep a little mystery, to keep them wanting, you know what I'm saying, want to know more about this person. You don't want to lay it all right there.
You know, like,
First time.
okay. But you feel like what's in the dark comes into the light. So if you had a serious court date coming up next week, would you be like, hey, just to let you know, I might go to prison for some years, or I might be free, but I just want to tell you on this first date so that you know what's going on? Or are you going to be like, let me maybe not say that?
I'm going to say not the first date. Maybe I'll keep that second date-ish, like, okay, we already on the second date, so probably there's going to be a third. So I'm going to let you know. On the third, I might not show up because
that's what I'm saying. Like, hey,
you know, there's a little something right there. There might be a little something right then. So, you know,
See, I kind of thought we could go, but
yeah, they say allegedly something happened that I was supposedly a part of, but we're going to get that all cleared up next week. So I might not be there.
Okay. What about you, Il? You know I'm about to ask you the same question, sir. What do you like on the first date with a woman?
okay, first date. Yeah, you can't keep it all the way real.
Okay.
You gotta wait until like 10 dates or something like that to open all the way up fully like that.
I feel it, but don't you want a woman to be all the way real with you?
In certain aspects, yes, I do. Like,
so wouldn't that make a
certain other aspects, like no, just like okay, if a woman was, you know, she appears clean, you know, nice and everything like that. But then you get to her crib, whatever, she invites you over, and it's just filthy. You're just gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
is that really important on the first date? Okay, let's say you're just trying to smash.
If she just bad and you go over to her house and her house is dirty, that's gonna change your whole opinion of her. Like,
is that true? I don't mean that. It's most dudes. Hey,
you can be like, okay, I'm a fuck, but I ain't.
That's not gonna stop.
That's not gonna stop.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm keeping socks on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, yo, I'm not laying down on the bed. We just gonna do it right here.
What about you, Dre? You kind of got that little like, if a woman is bad, y'all got a lot in common. She brings you to her house. Her sink is full of dishes.
Okay, it's like this. If I'm expected to come over and your shit's a mess, that's a problem. But if it's just like, okay, you wasn't expecting me to come over and I just happened to come over.
Right.
You know, you're gonna have to like mind yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, like, fuck that. But you know when a house is like,
but at the same time, like,
dirty in it.
But
okay, he's describing like if it's like,
but I mean, is it something that can you get over it though? Can you deal with it? Is that something that you could like? Okay, I could work with this still, or is it?
Everybody deserves a second chance. Again, and it's like this again. Okay, it's like, alright, this is how you are.
No,
this is it. Okay.
That just means if the pussy is fire, I'm coming back, even though you got a dirty house, man.
Man, all right, let's get the woman point of view. Nakia, if a man brings you to his house, and we're clean, but we ain't like young, but our bed isn't made up, and you go use our restroom and our toilet, got that little dirty ring around, and does that matter? Are you like, okay, he just needs a woman touch, or you like, nah, nigga, you.
I would say that I think he might need a woman's touch.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Your mama?
But it's like, because some guys are just so busy, like they work a lot. So you kind of like, if you work a lot, like sometimes you might come in and it might not be as clean, but if you got roaches and stuff, I'm running.
As long as he has his own place, that's a start, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, you could help.
Yeah.
Everything has potential.
Okay, so what, Dre, what are things that what's your limit? Like, what are things that you can't see past?
Like,
That's
okay, now everything is fucked up.
Not like, what do you mean? We're like,
it.
I like her, she's bad, but that's my limit right there. Like, what's your cutoff?
My whole cutoff on a female. I don't like a female who's like likes to like belch and fart and all that shit. And then that's cute.
But it's natural though. Like, you don't fart.
I'm saying like, I understand that it's natural, but when you do it on like the deliberate tip, you know what I mean? The
like,
deliberate.
when we see her watching the movie, she just
exactly.
you're gonna be like,
and they laugh at it like, I'm like, that wasn't cute, but yeah.
So do you not fart in front of your chick then?
I try not to.
You try, but I mean will you just walk to the restroom out of respect and?
Yeah, if I know.
Because eventually you just gotta be like,
are we still on like how deep of a relationship are we in right now? Anyway.
All right, so I got one. Keep that train of thought. When do you take a shit at your lady's house?
That's actually a good one. Believe it or not, listen, I'm gonna say this. Have you ever went to a woman's house and when you gotta pee, you ever pee kind of like on the side of the toilet so they don't hear you peeing? I feel like we all do that. Like, we kind of point to the side, it's loud.
Yeah.
Have y'all done that before?
Yeah, of course.
It's awkward because
respect things.
Okay, imagine getting
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
it's just pitch dark and you want to hear it. Like,
and they just hear it.
Yeah,
it's awkward. Like, damn, they're really listening to me pee right now.
I just like, I don't want to hear my lady pee. Let me turn on the TV real quick.
It was later on, it's quiet as shit, and I get her to go pee, and all you hear is just the. And you're gonna be like, I don't know.
I don't care about that, I guess.
Alright.
I never thought of that.
I'm just used to it.
Okay, so how long do you wait to fart in front of your man or a guy? You're dating someone. Do you even fart in front of them?
I'm sorry, but if you come out of your I'm not gonna sit up there and just be like, let me hold my ass together.
So you're just so
come on.
Hey, I respect it because that's.
I'm gonna probably laugh and be like, I'm sorry. But
okay, here's my thing. So back to that fart, Nick. I want to hear this. So you said if it comes out. So meaning if we're sitting here watching a movie, and I'm sitting here, my boys are sitting here. Are you just gonna let it come out? You like if it comes out, it comes out?
No, I'm saying like if it just accidentally comes out, because there's sometimes you can't control it. Like,
okay.
You heard people laugh and they fart.
Right. So we asked Dre what is his cutoff. You said just like pretty much just dirty, like farting, that type of shit.
Yeah, just like being deliberate and just like belching like man, come on.
Like,
you can belch because you got to belch, but don't
you want her to kind of keep that. Alright,
it still happens like when a woman is pregnant, they can't control it. So it's coming.
Alright, what's your limit then? Where you're like, I'm done, I can't.
Well, she got bad feet.
Bad feet?
Yeah.
But that's like...
No, if I look at your feet, right?
That's like Boomerang, right? Was that Boomerang?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I'm not sucking no toes.
It's a good movie, Eddie Murphy, check it out.
I'm not sucking no toes or anything like that, but I'll rub a woman's feet sometimes. Like, if we just chilling on the couch, like, here, just give me a leg, let me like rub you down or some shit like that.
What you mean? Tell me. Go ahead.
If a woman, like women always wear like flats, it's Vegas, whatever, or wherever you're at, you're gonna have your toes out as a woman.
Right.
And if the back of your heel is just like, yo.
That's your cutoff though, man? Y'all got everything calm, man. like her feet. You're gonna in that relationship.
Yeah, but
that's some journeys.
The back of your heel, like the back of a mattress, like no, a corner of a mattress, not the back of a mattress.
Why don't you just take her to get a pedicure?
Yeah. You should already have that done.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you get pedicures as a man?
Sometimes.
Really?
If time permits it.
Hey, that's good. Alright, same question. What's your cutoff for a man?
Show my toes, like a vacation situation.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to show my feet, but
Okay. Sometimes, I mean, you might want to go just to feel good. Like, oh, let me get my cuticles cut.
But like we're always wearing shoes and socks though. I feel like as a man we don't really show off our feet, so it's like I mean, how often do you walk around barefooted like in public? How often do you show your feet?
At home?
No, like outside. Like I feel like guys don't really get pedicures.
I was speaking to.
I can't even like show my toes.
I was speaking to on Dom's show. I forget his name. Dang, but he said how Italians know that they're dealing with a black American guy is they wear socks with flip flops.
He said niggas wear socks with flip flops.
Yeah, which is true. It's true. If you go to different countries and you see other black men, they usually don't wear socks with their flip flops or whatever, their sandals or whatever.
Well, because
it's only
those are like
Caribbean
type. Those are Caribbean type Negroes. Like they got beaches and stuff. We don't got no beaches and stuff necessarily.
No man, we need some.
Yeah.
But even still, sometimes you'll see at the beach a dude like.
Because that man probably don't know no better. Like I said, it's my first time at the beach.
Alright, so Dre said his cutoff was pretty much we'll just say bad hygiene, that nasty stuff. Yours bad feet.
Bad feet.
Then Kia, what is yours? As a man, when you see, are you like, he ain't? Keep it real.
Can I go back to what I did before? Oh, well, I guess it would be if you can't hang in the bedroom.
That's yes. No, that's actually a good one.
How did you get there though?
Huh?
I mean, okay,
what do you mean? If he's bad at sex,
No.
If he just sucks at sex, I just can't.
If I don't got no teeth, I still got the shot.
Huh?
If I don't got no teeth, I still got the shot.
If he ain't got no teeth,
yeah.
I'm scared. No, I'm playing. No, because I like teeth. I like teeth.
Okay, so you gotta have teeth.
Okay, but when you ain't got no teeth, like it's like the best sex you ever had.
I'll be like, shut your mouth. I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious.
I'm playing.
No, I mean, okay, I do agree. I mean, we said this before though, and I gotta agree because sex isn't everything in a relationship, but it is important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is just how communication, the mental connection gotta be there. You gotta balance. Like, let's say our sex is awesome, it's great, boom, but we have no type of mental connection, no communication, it's not gonna work out.
I've been in situations.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
We connect, we click, it's cool, but in the bedroom it's horrible. It's not. Little shit's gonna irritate us. Now, here's my thing though. How many chances does he get? Like, the first time, if it's whack, does he get another chance? Or you like, nope, I don't like you, get away from me? Or you like, maybe he was tired?
Maybe he was tired. I'll give him another chance.
But is it just 2? And he's out, or does he get maybe 3, 4?
Maybe 2. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What about? Go ahead.
No, speaking of, I don't mean the body shame or anything like that. But
No, we're being honest.
whatever. Sometimes I believe like when you're a woman and you got too much extras, like extra
Well,
skin.
what you mean? Like extra skin?
Yeah,
Like if a heavier woman lost weight
No,
and they have extra skin?
Like too much meat on a taco. Like
Really? I love bigger women.
okay,
that's
so
me.
no,
I don't
not
know.
bigger woman, but your pussy might not be like
Intact.
no, like normal, like whatever you consider normal.
Just say it. Just spit it
Like
out.
a big pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Well, not,
I'm over here like in algebra.
no,
What?
not like big pussy.
Do you
but
have a
like,
big pussy?
extra, like too much extra skin down there, or
Like
if she has a big clit.
Like I heard the term.
Are you still gonna suck
I don't
it?
like it. It's kind of a weird term. Some people use the term like meat hooks.
You want a girl with a
Roast beef.
Yeah, so like, is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, like if you go down there and it look like an Arby's sandwich right now, like are you still eating at Arby's?
Doesn't
or
that
no?
mean that
I've never seen
I'm gonna
one
say it like
that.
this.
Yeah, I'm looking like, I mean, what kind of, you know, what you talking to? No, I mean, it feels like there's that more because they're. I don't know what the fuck.
It could just be like that. Like, not.
Yeah.
It wouldn't turn me off.
I
I mean, because it's like, if I'm really like, to be honest, if we're doing it already, we're doing it. I'm not like looking at it as I'm doing it, so it's not.
That's
really
a good
gonna,
point
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Not like
if it feels amazing, it's like, hey, okay,
okay.
it's pretty good. Like, you know what I mean?
No, like, okay, you have sex with your lights off, whatever, but then, let's say one day you're feeling risky and you just decide, like, oh, let's have sex with the lights on or in the daytime. It's like, I stick my dick in there, like, really? Like,
yeah. I mean,
nobody got the perfect body.
I was about to say, let's keep it super honest, man. But like super vagina, you see, you're like, that's the most beautiful vagina.
Like,
yeah.
Just how women say, yo, guys he has a pretty dick or he has a nice looking dick or whatever the case may be. Some women, all pussies are not created equal.
But you gotta say like, but I'm pretty sure in her mind she's like, that's a pretty good looking dick for a dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? For a dick.
Do you say that? I don't feel like females say that. Like, that's a pretty dick. Like,
I never said that. I said that shit was good.
Right.
Yeah, right. Because you're not. But are you looking at it, or you just
saying like if it was small or whatever, not to your liking, you'd be like, yo, this is some bullshit right now, right?
If it could be small and you know how to work it.
Well, not to your liking. Like if the pill was like, yo,
her whole thing is like mode of operation. Like, how does it work?
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Does it work?
Because you get some ones that got big ones that don't know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. So I was reading something, and actually I saw this thing on YouTube and actually on the news. They say the rate now people getting married is really low. Like people aren't getting married no more.
True.
It's just that's changing. Now, why do you think that is? Actually, I'll start with the lady first. Nikki, why do you think that is? Because they're saying that back in the day we was raised old school. Mm-hmm. You get a woman, you marry her, have kids. The man stays. The man go to work. Blah blah blah. Nowadays, everybody's doing the opposite. Ain't nobody getting married, and people just sleeping with this person, sleeping with that. Why is that?
I think it's because it's so easy to get out there and just not have to put a title on it. You got a woman that's gonna do everything for you, and not, you don't feel like you have to marry her. Same thing with the man. You got a man that's gonna do everything, and you feel like you don't have to marry him.
Well, elaborate. Like, why is it so easy? What do you mean?
Like so many people give so much access to the to the other person, so they feel like they don't have to make that form of commitment.
Meaning they just put it all out there very fast instead of just like let this person work to get there.
Yes.
Like they just
Sometimes, and I don't know. I think people have that fear of being married because there's such a high divorce rate. So many people don't take marriage seriously. So they're like, or maybe they've seen their parents and their parents weren't happy, and they say, oh, I don't never want to be married because my parents didn't show me happiness.
You gotta be kind of like bred for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think it is, Dre? Your honest opinion. Why is the rate so low? Like, why aren't people getting married no more? Why aren't we doing old school?
Being as a divorced person myself.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I got married too early. I had a plan for myself. Me personally, I was like, okay, I wasn't going to get married until I was about like 50, 60, because I already know like the divorce rate was high. Simply because of the fact you get married early, you're in a new kind of world. You're like, damn, I'm missing out on so much. You know what I'm saying? Just because you rushed into what society thinks you should have done because you're at a certain age. Like, damn, man, you almost 30, you almost 40.
You said early. Like, how long was y'all together before y'all got married?
We first met in high school. And then we dated, broke up, then we got together years after that, and then we were married for maybe about, we were together for a long time, like I can't really keep count.
Like on and off?
Yeah, like we have 2 children together, 11-year-old, 6-year-old, so there was time into the relationship, but that's what I was saying, like if we were to got married at a later age, we would have still been together.
Really?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, y'all was doing everything kind of what a married couple would do. Y'all have the kids.
Exactly.
On and off. So how would marriage have made it different? I mean, I believe in marriage.
No. Like later in life, if we got married, because all this happened. I was like 22. We got married or whatever.
So y'all was married. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
It was like,
I was not gonna get married until I was about like 50 years old. Yada yada. Cause I'm
married? You wasn't gonna get married on 50.
Yeah, because I wanted to only get married one time. You know what I'm saying? And have her be the mother of my kids. And
But you be a grandpa.
Hey, whatever.
Okay, hold on.
Because I had plans for myself. I was going to be financially wealthy. It wouldn't matter how old I was.
Dude, and you got married at 50. By the time your kid was 18, you'll be 68. By the time you have a grandkid.
And I've been living the life. I'm an old nigga, hella money. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you had a set plan.
Yeah, in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I'm gonna have this money.
So this was your set plan.
Look at George Clooney.
No,
look at George Clooney.
So this was your set plan before you met her. What changed then? Like, why did your set plan change? You had a set.
Life happened. She got pregnant and she felt, you know what I'm saying, in her family, when she get pregnant, you gotta have a family. So she felt she was pressured to having to get married because she got pregnant.
Was old school.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
so I'm like, damn. Even though we had conversations about, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not the marrying type, I don't want to be married right now, yada, yada, yada. She understood that, but like I said, life happened. She got pregnant. And she felt we had to get married, so I was like, okay, we'll get married.
How old were you?
23.
When she got pregnant? Okay.
So I was like, damn.
I ain't young, I was 19 when my son was born, so yeah.
So then you just feel all this immense pressure because now it's like, okay, now, shit, I have a family. It's not playtime like I wanted it. I wanted the young, the youth part of my life to be like, just getting out there, making connections, you know what I'm saying, having fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm young, I'm in Vegas, why get married? You know what I'm saying? It was like people thought I was sounding like an asshole. I was like, no, that's just what I wanted for myself. I'm like, how can you say that I'm an asshole? Because that's what I wanted for myself.
What were you asking me?
That you're not married since your mom and dad was married for
Why am I not married?
Such a long time.
The easiest way to answer it, I just have not found my queen yet. Here's my thing is
kids.
But here's my thing. If you marry someone just because y'all got kids together, it's not going to work out.
True.
Because I'm marrying you because of that. I want to marry you because I want to. I need you. My grandma told me once, how do you know if someone is for you? How do you know if this is the person you should marry? If you cannot live without them. Meaning, I can't live without you. Without you, I'm not shit. I'm losing my mom. I was thinking about you. But if I'm like, man, I don't care. Like, I can live without you, I'm good, whatever. But if I literally cannot live without you, that's how you know. And we all, feel like we got that one that got away, whatever. But that's it. It's just I came across good women. Even my kids' mom, at the time, they were good. But with them, I'm sure that they feel the same way. It was more lust than love. Because when you're young, you gotta understand, man. I was 19 when my son was born. Me and my son-in-law high school sweethearts. But it's more lust. We didn't know what love was. Come on now.
Exactly.
We ain't go through nothing.
Exactly.
You gotta go through shit
to really
with people to really know.
No, but I'm saying, like,
why am I not married? I'm telling you.
At that time, you were developed. Basically, you seen your mom and your dad. You talk about that a lot. You have something to look at and say, hey, this is what love is. So you take that into, like, all right, adjusting, as a young person and say, hey, this is what love is, because this is what I see from TV or my parents or my uncle and aunt or my grandma and grandpa. So I'm going to incorporate that in my life. And then once you get into it and you think that's what it is, then how do you adjust to say, hey, this is some bullshit as love. I need to love for me.
Because every time my mom and dad, no matter what they would go through, they literally cannot live without each other. They would miss each other too much. They would get in fight, but then they're right back laughing and giggling. Sometimes when you're with someone, it's not, the pros should outdo the cons. Meaning, if we fight, we should both get past it and laugh. But sometimes the person that you're with and that you've been with this long stops being that person that you fell in love with. Meaning, what's the best way to put it? I said this before. You gotta know what a person is like when they're mad, when they're angry, when they're sad. Because when y'all going through that honeymoon stage, the moment they get mad and angry, they could become someone else that you don't recognize, and then you start seeing what they're really capable of.
Yeah.
And
Well,
not talking shit with them, I saw that, and I knew that's not what I wanted to deal with.
Exactly.
No,
Deal with
but
that.
you
Right?
said
You know, but you feel me, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
like, when you're with someone, you have to be with them when they're at their maddest
You do.
or pissed off.
But
point.
you gotta also
Man.
love yourself, and you gotta
Yeah.
give me. You gotta ask yourself, can I handle this? Also,
Yeah, because I'm like,
can you handle it?
I really don't have to deal with this.
Exactly.
I really don't have to deal with this.
And then I
Yeah.
came to a point.
But certain shit.
Because we're talking
is-
about life.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
But
what
certain
I'm saying?
shit.
Like, we
If
just
you
can't
if
get
you
no
if
do
you're,
it like
if you're with someone, just period, you're not gonna like everything about that person.
No, of course not.
And you're not gonna find something that you just.
But the
just
pros
like,
will outdo the cons. But
yeah.
on
So
certain things,
if you're
pros
with them and they're making you happy and you smiling and laughing and hee hee ha, and then because this is what certain people do now in this generation, they cut off people too quick.
Yes.
And because everything's so available and open, it's like, fuck it. I could get a female with a new attitude. She ain't gotta have this fucking attitude. I don't like this shit. Fuck you. I'm moving on to the next
You'll
one.
be single for the rest
But
of your life.
it's
If you
just
keep
certain shit that you just have to deal with for
There
this person.
are. True.
If a person is making you, laugh and happy or whatever, but just when you reach that tail end of that person, 'cause I know, like, I'm very sarcastic, but when I'm fucking pissed off, I'm fucking pissed off. Like, you got me there, and it take a long time for me to get there, but I'm not the person that you want to be around when I'm fucking mad.
Right.
So I'm saying,
so
like,
that's
how
what
do
it
you-
is.
how do you-
Here's my thing.
How do people deal with that now?
It's
Because certain shit that you have to deal with. If you're in a relationship, you can't just cut everybody off. You got to deal with certain shit.
It's more not having. It's more choosing to deal with. Because we don't. Anybody could walk away, but it's what you choose. And I agree with what you're saying. Of course, you want to be with someone that's gonna be with you through the thick and bad. But it's about how they handle their anger. Me, when I get angry, I'm not the one that's like, man, blah blah blah. No, I talk. I'm like, hey, look, man, we gotta talk. Like, look, I don't appreciate it. This is that. There's some people that could, when they're mad, they could hold that conversation. We could talk about it. Now there's some they get mad, they drawing shit, fuck you, and whatever. I'm not. You
Well, I
know
don't
what
like
I'm saying?
I don't like the kind of female that she tries to put you in a situation to prove how much, you know what I'm saying, you love her or like her or dumb shit like that. I ain't putting up with that.
Women, no offense, y'all, women it could be petty. When I mean petty, a woman don't want to. No, because okay, most not to sound sexist, but most dudes we're like whatever. We handle some shit and we'll move on. Some dudes, but y'all female, it's not enough for y'all to hurt us. Y'all want to come for our souls.
Exactly.
Y'all want to like feel it,
Not y'all.
burn, hurt, whatever, and then you want to come back and do more. You know.
Right, like that.
I'm serious. Y'all, hey.
All right, so like let's.
When you break a woman's heart, she'll
In a
kill your ass.
relationship, there has to be growth. I want to talk about that, but like in a relationship, there has to be growth. So if I do display that I'm pissed off and I'm angry, whatever, like you got to come back.
Not got to. It's just
No.
I mean, you get mad and not this is just an example. But if I do like
you gotta
push
come
and put
back.
hands on that.
No. I'm saying like if I punch a hole in the wall, it's like I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Like you really mad, but in order like for me to like grow and us to grow or whatever, not us to grow, but in order for me to grow, like you could. See the difference.
Right.
It's
Then
like,
you gotta find someone
it's
that's
like,
that
oh,
patient.
first he used to be like just super pissed off and mad, punch a hole in the wall. Now he just does his own thing. He takes a break. He knows the shit that he's doing.
Right.
And some people be like, oh, well, he flipped over a chair. I gotta get the fuck out of this relationship. Like, yo,
It depends
it's like,
on.
yo,
It depends
I
on the
haven't
person.
had nobody to teach me. It's like, hey.
Right.
Like you need to like chill, relax, or whatever the case may be. Like sometimes you gotta teach a person like this is what you need to do with your feelings, your emotion. And that's one thing that is fucked up is because people don't want to deal with other people's emotions. They just want to deal with themselves. If it ain't making me happy or if it's not for me, then it's like fuck that. I ain't gotta deal with that. But if you continue to say fuck that, whatever, like that person's not really growing. It takes a while for a person to be like, okay, well I love you so much, babe. I'm going to help you just deal with this, And if I don't see anything, you know, no changes, and you still like rocking the same way, and it's like, that's when you fucking leave. That's when you be like, you know what, fuck this, whatever.
I hear all that. It's just about finding the person that will be willing to work with you. Like, everybody is different because here's my thing. I could love someone, but I gotta love myself. There are some things I will deal with. There are some things I want. Some women, in your case, some women may be willing to deal with you punching a hole in the wall. Or
punch holes.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying. But for example, some women might be willing to deal with that and work with you. But a lot of women, to where my daughter, if she was with a dude and a dude punched a hole in the wall, I don't want her to try to work things out. Because if he got to do all that, then that's low key close to abuse. Because what's wrong from punching that? Now if you just get mad, just like on top, okay. But you punching holes in the wall, cussing, calling her out the name. I'm just saying, just example. So my thing is, I'm teaching her there's certain things to deal with, and there's certain things to where like, no, you're.
What did you just say before the start of the relationship? Or before y'all just said women will do things to make you feel like something. They come for your soul. Yeah. So your daughter could come for a dude's soul, and I'm pretty sure you've been like, yo, fuck out of my way, fuck out of my face right now.
Right, and
like,
that's
I'm
where
fucking pissed off. But now a lot of women, they like to poke.
And that's the thing. That's where the parenting comes in. You just hope that you raise them to where they won't be like that.
Being like,
at the end, it's their decision, but that's when you do the best.
Conscious about, you know what I'm saying,
right.
Being a black man. Like, I know I can't get angry in public in certain situations.
Exactly. Yeah, you raise them. It just depends on.
You know what I'm saying? As a black man, you already know, like, hey man, if you in a situation where she's trying to get you all crazy in public, don't fall for that shit. Walk away, do something.
And then it also depends on age, because they're like 40 years old acting like that, dude. They're sucking up weight.
Yeah.
Now they're maybe early 20s. Okay, you could probably help them, but I'm sure when they're at a certain point, you can't change a person. You can't, because if they've been like that for that many years. I'm sorry, I feel like they're stuck. I feel like we're getting a lot of guys' opinion on it. You're really quiet on this thing. What's your opinion? After hearing all this, to where
well, I was with the guy who hit a wall. We were together, and he got mad at me and just took it out on the wall in my house. And I was like, you gotta get the fuck out.
Right.
Because I was thinking he got in my face.
Right.
And he was acting all crazy, and I was like, next thing he gonna be hitting me up in my face. So I told him he had to leave. You know, because you know, I just think like one action leads to another.
That's how I feel.
And so you don't respect my house, first of all. You took it out on my house. You didn't pay for shit.
That's what I said. Nigga, who's gonna pay for that?
So and now I gotta get the shit fixed. Now you gotta get your ass out. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't give no more chances, because for you as a man to get in my face and, you know, belittle me as a woman, you weren't for me. So I had to let him go.
And then you gotta think, is there kids involved? Do I want my kids around this? Do I want my kid to see this? Or as a woman, do I want my kids to see a man punching a hole in a wall to where they about, well, my mom did something like that. So you know, it's just a lot of shit comes into play. You're like, okay, you gotta think about that. But some people who don't have any kids, then you're like, okay, this is whatever. But it's so much more that you gotta look at shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Like, you're right on one side, but then you can be wrong to your kid. Or you might be right to them, because it's like, oh, okay, I see it. I know how to maneuver and handle myself. But at the end of the day, you never know how your kid is going to handle their own emotions when they come into of age, basically. You know, like, okay, this is it. This is how I'm vibing. This is the person I am, or whatever the case may be. It's hard. So you could be the best person, but to your kid, you're like, yo, this is either my mom or my dad loved too much, and I consider that weak, or they didn't love enough, and I don't know.
To me, I guess that will have to come down to communication, because it's like how you said, it might affect the child not seeing the mother get the affection. At the same time, you don't want to bring that into the kid's life, because let's say the person's not that affectionate. Let's say you introduce the kids too fast and it's not a good relationship. Now the kid has to witness that. Well, if you could have just tested the waters for a little bit to see, okay, this guy is cool, or okay, this guy's an asshole, let me not bring him around my kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to expose your kid to that, you know what I'm saying? Just to see that just to show them what a relationship is. Like, you know what I mean? It's all about communication. You could be like, okay, mommy's dating, somebody right now. How do you feel about that? And they can talk about it, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then be like, okay, now I'm going to introduce you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be known. Like, what I used to hate was like, when I was younger, like my mom would just pop up with a dude like, oh, this is your boyfriend, how long is this? You know what I'm saying? Who's this nigga? How long is this happening? Oh, he stay here now? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, who the hell is this nigga again?
Yeah.
Okay, now we eating the same cereals and shit, like what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good, you just gotta communicate, like.
And then you also, what parents forget is we forget like that we were that age.
Exactly.
Meaning, I knew everything that was going on.
Yeah.
We had comments that our parents would think that we don't know, but we know.
Exactly.
You gotta keep that in mind. Like, okay, my son is 13. I remember when I was 13. Man. So, it's like monkey see, monkey do. Mm-hmm. But that's where faith come in. Just, okay, like I don't smoke, I don't drink, blah, blah, blah. That's because my dad, great dad, but my dad smoked a lot. Like, he smoked like a pack of cigarettes a day. Like, he will always tell me, don't smoke, don't do as I do as I say. But I'm like, man, you're being a hypocrite, dude. You smoking me, but you're doing, So my ass, I'm like, okay, I'm going to change the game. I mean, hopefully my son will listen, but at least he can't say like, well, my dad smoked, so it's okay. No, I've never done that.
But then, on the same situation, I know exactly where you're coming from. But as I got older, I realized what addiction was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's boyfriend at the time, he used to do drugs, like hard drugs, like crack and shit. But he always used to tell me, like, you know what I'm saying, man, don't ever do this shit, da 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 da. As a kid, I was like, same shit, like, nigga, shut the fuck, how the fuck you gonna tell me?
Yeah, no, for real, no, that's all you do. Like, man, you're being a hypocrite. Yeah.
I was like, this nigga is sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what addiction is. Like, he's telling me, like, yo, bro, for real, I'm doing this, telling you not to do this because, like, nigga, I feel I have to do this because I'm sick right now. So it's like, as you grow up, you know what I'm saying, you kind of like forgive little weird shit like that. But like, yeah, at the time I was like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. But it's like, it's all about communication. It's like, yo, like, I'm pretty sure if my mom knew that he was a crackhead, like, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't like be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good people that smoke. I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying with me, it's just, I feel like I don't want, we don't want our kids to make the same mistakes we make. Mm-hmm. But we don't want to be a hypocrite also, because kids can see through that. So, it's like I don't want to tell my kid to do something and then I'm doing the same shit. You feel me? That's just how I am.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't know what addiction was on. I mean, I don't think I've never been addicted to anything. Maybe soda.
Right, yeah.
But,
yeah, exactly. But you start to realize little things like that is like, I was addicted to soda, bro. Like, yeah. And you try to quit soda and then be like, oh shit, man, I want soda too.
But going back to what we were saying, man, I feel like the problem with why people ain't really getting married is we went way off. No, that's cool. But honestly, what I believe it is that we have a lot more. What am I looking for? We have a lot more options.
Options of freedom.
We have a lot more options than what our parents had. Mm-hmm. When, like I said, when our parents grew up, they didn't have MySpace. Remember AIM, the old chat room? They didn't have Party Line. They didn't have Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, real
keep it real.
So hold on.
Party Line taught me how to get game.
There we go. Our parents, they didn't have this. And the thing is, they couldn't send a text message that takes less than a second. They would have to write a letter. Bro. And it would take sometimes 2 days for the person to get the letter. Or old school in high school. Remember when we wrote the letter before that shit into like a Ninja Star and pass it?
Yeah. Hey.
It's different. But, okay, so here's the thing. So we've been spoiled with like the internet as far as we don't fight for shit. Meaning, like you said earlier, we can have an argument, and whatever the case is. I'm like, man, why am I arguing with her? Why am I going through this? I could easily go on Tinder or PLF and be on a date tomorrow and some new shit. And it's fucked up, but that's the thing though. It's like, but our parents, they knew, they fought for their relationship because that's what they wanted. And it's just, it wasn't just moving on to the next one, moving on to the next one. It was just like, okay, we're here, we're going to figure it out.
Exactly.
And when you wrote a letter to someone, it meant more because, they actually took the time to write it, send it to you instead of like a text. Like I'm sure you probably get like 10 good morning beautiful texts in a day. No, all dudes saying the same shit.
Oh yeah, just repeat it.
And
Google
whatever.
send,
But I'm saying it's just so much option, and it's easier to lead than to work on it, and it's different.
You're right. You don't have to fight.
People don't know that real love.
If she doesn't want it, and I'll just send it to the next one, and then if she don't want it,
so I mean,
repeat,
I say that, it's
just do it over again.
so many options on that shit.
True.
And I mean, what would change is just people just gotta communicate. You gotta know that there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. You're gonna fight. You're gonna, no matter who you get with, it's always gonna have bullshit. Just like a job. No matter what job you go to, every job is gonna have its own bullshit. You're not gonna get to a job like, oh man, this is perfect.
The issues with marriage, especially in this day and age, like everything is just too microwave, too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even like to work things out anymore. Back then, for a person to say we're getting divorced, that was almost like blasphemy. They was like, what, y'all getting a divorce?
No.
Like, you know, so y'all getting a divorce.
They had time back then. Time was on their side.
Yeah.
So shit is different, and things are constantly and always going to be different, period, no matter what. So nothing is ever going to be what you think it is. Like, you could try to teach a kid, like, hey, this is what, you know, love is, or whatever the case may be, but then, like you said earlier, love could be an addiction to some people, and it is to a lot of people. They just constantly just always gotta love just any and everybody, and whoever's in their face are just getting game from that person. It's like, oh, okay, you love me today, fuck you, alright then, I'm hurt, my feelings are hurt, but let me go over here, this chick love me, hey, I'm getting married in 2 weeks, like, yo, what the fuck is going on, fam? You were just with somebody 2 weeks ago. So time was on
People have time
people
on their side.
before, yeah. So I don't know what time we in now, but
so it's about morals.
ain't no final thoughts. Keep it real.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, we're winging us today. We ain't got no final thoughts, this and that. We're just talking about some real stuff. Shit, dude.
Yeah, let us know in the comments or whatever. We're on all platforms, digitally, wherever you listen to your podcast. That's where we at.
If there's something you want us to talk about, leave it in the comments below.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna start doing giveaways.
Subscribe and all that. Whatever.
Yes.
Tell your friends about me.
Good conversation though. But did anybody want to sum that up? What he was saying. I mean, the issue with marriage and things. I mean, there are people still gonna go ahead, Dre.
Marriage is a beautiful thing if you got it with the right person. It's like, okay, make sure the person that you with is on the same level, same frequency. You want to attack the same goals as you. Don't get married simply because you want to be married.
Or
so
lust.
You can tell people exactly. Like, hey, you can be very much in love with the sex game and really don't even like this person. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
meaning you're having sex with someone, you start saying shit that you don't mean.
Yeah.
That's called lust.
Yeah.
You ever have sex? You say some shit like, "Why did I say that?"
You're like, "Girl, have my baby.
I love you." Shit, let's buy a house together.
Damn.
And I think that's what makes me somewhat of an asshole, because like I could be dealing with a woman and she's like, "Yo, I love you," and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice."
But you gotta keep
That's
it
cool.
real. That's what you gotta keep it
I tell
real.
them like, "Hey, like I'm not to that point yet.
Early.
I'm not just gonna just throw myself out there on a ledge. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Think before you
let me get
do.
this.
I'm flattered you like me like that, but I don't like you like that, but I just like you though.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
What advice would you like to give Nakia before we shut this off?
I would say if you are looking to get married, value the person, cherish the person. And ultimately, if you had parents that loved each other, take from them. Seek people that are married and get advice from them on how they kept their marriage alive.
Because a person who's never been through it can't tell you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the truth. Damn, yeah. no, that's true. Yeah, I like that. Same thing, like she said, man, marriage is a beautiful thing. I mean, y'all could make it work. Not saying, but let me be honest though, because some people do make a good point. You don't have to get married just to show that you love someone. I get it, trust me. You know, like people say, why did I get married? I can't. I agree, but sometimes people just want to just show that, express that, you know? So, I mean, I see it for both sides, but either or. My thing is, as long as I have that person next to me, it is what it is.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Like, to my point, when I first got married, you know what I'm saying, it was just me, my lady, my daughter, her best friend, and her husband. That was it. Like, you know what I'm saying, no one was there. I mean, that's like because we, you know what I'm saying,
I was in South Carolina. I would have been there.
Yeah, he would have, but you know, issues and shit.
But you know, like we said earlier, God gives you not what you want, but what you need.
Exactly.
And I'm sure, and like you said, that she kind of put you through some things. So
yeah, I mean,
it sounds like you dodged a bullet.
It was a shotgun wedding for sure. Like, cause when I wanted to get married, I was like, yo, I want my grandma there. You know what I'm saying? I want my cousins and all that shit there. Like I said, it was just me, her, my baby, her best friend, and her best friend husband. I was like, and then I got people talking to me like, damn dog, couldn't get an invite to the wedding. I was like, yo, you have no idea, bro. It was like,
yeah, man.
I just turned around and I was married. And then, you know, because life happens so fast. Let me just tell y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all should already know. Like, life is happening and it's happening as it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't stop. Soon you turn around, you're like 40 years old, like, oh shit, I did absolutely nothing but bitch and moan at the man. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, life decisions are real. Don't be afraid to hurt people's feelings for the betterment of themselves for the future. They might not get it at that moment, but they're gonna like turn around and realize, oh, this is the moment he was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens to us.
What is it called?
All the time.
Clarity?
Yeah, exactly. It happens to us all the time.
That's good. We're gonna end it like that. Nakia, where can they find you at, ma'am, on social medias?
Honey Love in Vegas.
Was that Instagram?
Yes, Instagram.
I'm gonna add it.
Just created an Instagram.
Yeah, he got an Instagram.
2 photos up there, and
follow him. He only got like 3 followers.
I'm still on Twitter. That's where I like to interact at.
Jordan there. Dre, where can they find you on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you be on, man?
I'm under Moses the Cool on Instagram. You can find me there. It'll just be like photos of like me and stuff. So,
alright. And y'all know y'all can find me, Ray Amphy, on Instagram, Chillin86, CHILLN 86. Alright, it's been a pleasure. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright. Take care, y'all.